Julian Assange's escape from the Ecuadorian embassy in London in 2019 was not a traditional prison break, but rather the culmination of years of political asylum, legal battles, and international tensions. Assange, the founder of WikiLeaks, had taken refuge in the Ecuadorian embassy for nearly 7 years to avoid extradition to Sweden over sexual assault allegations, and, more importantly, to avoid possible extradition to the United States on charges related to the publication of classified documents. Julian Assange became a globally known figure after his website, WikiLeaks, published a massive trove of confidential U.S. government documents, including military and diplomatic files, in 2010. This made him a target of U.S. authorities, who sought to charge him under the Espionage Act for releasing sensitive information. In 2012, facing extradition to Sweden for allegations of sexual misconduct, which he denied, Assange sought asylum in the Ecuadorian embassy in London, claiming that extradition to Sweden would lead to his eventual transfer to the U.S., where he feared facing life in prison or worse. Ecuador granted him asylum, and for the next 7 years, Assange lived inside the small embassy under tight surveillance. Assange's time inside the embassy was fraught with difficulties. He was unable to leave the building for fear of immediate arrest by British authorities, who had an extradition warrant waiting for him. Inside the embassy, his living conditions deteriorated over the years as tensions grew between Assange and the Ecuadorian government. Initially, the Ecuadorian government, under President Rafael Correa, was sympathetic to Assange's plight and provided him with protection. However, after Correa was succeeded by Lenin Moreno in 2017, the political climate changed. Moreno sought to improve Ecuador's relations with the United States, and his government became increasingly frustrated with Assange's behavior in the embassy, accusing him of meddling in Ecuadorian politics and violating the terms of his asylum. By 2019, Ecuador had cut off Assange's internet access and placed restrictions on his visitors. His relations with embassy staff deteriorated, and his health reportedly suffered from living in such confined quarters for so long. On April 11, 2019, Ecuador officially withdrew Assange's asylum status, citing violations of the asylum agreement and inappropriate behavior. This decision cleared the way for British authorities to take action. Shortly after the Ecuadorian government revoked his asylum, the Metropolitan Police entered the embassy and arrested Assange. The dramatic arrest was caught on video, showing Assange being forcibly removed from the building as he shouted and protested. He was immediately taken into custody and charged with breaching his bail conditions in 2012 when he entered the embassy to avoid extradition. This was a separate charge from the more serious issues he faced in the US and Sweden. Following his arrest, the US government submitted a formal extradition request to the UK, seeking to have Assange transferred to the US to face charges related to WikiLeaks' publication of classified documents. He was charged with conspiracy to commit computer intrusion, stemming from his alleged collaboration with Chelsea Manning, a former U.S. Army intelligence analyst who provided WikiLeaks with thousands of classified documents.